my virtue of me meeting you, and from what I have actually seen you have been doing, I think more of it and part of mine is going to be for more of services unto God. Then, if by chance, if God permits, if it's a privilege for me to use it again to work in other places as part of my backup this thing skills, I think it's also a very good privilege, and it's also a good thing to count on. So I just pray and I hope that at the end of this program, or all of us will be able to have achieved one or two things like that that will be helpful to us. Thank you.
Oh wow, thank you so much, sir. I am really honored, and I love the fact that you spoke out your mind, and I have really captured so many things. This is really nice. Thank you so much, sir, for those words. Part of what the joy of all these things is to be able to useful, to be useful for God's work. Understand? Be able to do
Mm.
things and that pleases God. Whatever you do that
Yes.
glorifies God, that's what we should all be doing. You get?
Mm.
So if you notice, I am Ezekiel Ayomide, that's my name, and I am
Mm.
creative AY, not a we, like Sunday, like how Mr. Sunday called it. Mr. Sunday, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. I actually muted my mic because of the background voice.
Yeah, yeah,
But
I
I'm
can.
so sorry, sir.
Yeah,
I'm so sorry, sir. I'll, I'll correct myself now.
yeah. Thank you so much, sir. So I am creative AY, and should I say I am more of a generalist? Generalist in the sense that I know how to do so many things, but I have a specialization to have a niche. But then while growing up, while learning things, my uncle would tell me that learn everything. Out of it, you know which one you're very good at. You get. So I basically have an idea. I started learning motion graphics even before I started design, but one thing led to another, and I was not really able. I was not fit. Like my PC then was not taking all what I want. It was lagging. It was slowing, and so I had to switch to Photoshop back then. So that was what made me really invest in Photoshop than After Effects. But all still good. I still can use After Effects too. So basically my niche is I do more of branding and website design. You understand? So that's the kind of package I offer. I do more of branding and website design. So like I said earlier, that's basically it. So but I do plenty things too. Design is just general. As long as you can hold on and master a tool, that tool should be in quotes. That tool should be an industry standard tool, like a tool like Photoshop. You get Photoshop or Illustrator, Adobe Photoshop, Adobe Illustrator, Adobe Premiere Pro, Adobe After Effects, and all. So that tool really make you really stand out. And then since it's an industry based tool, so you easily have you have edge over other some people using CorelDRAW maybe or some other people. Another tool which I do use is Figma. I use Photoshop and Figma very very well. So that's basically it. So over the time you just get to see and then you will learn one or two. So I hope you guys will just if you can just maintain this pace. And then me, I work with serious minded people. I don't like I've worked with people that they actually were making me feel angry. Like there was a time I did the class and then I just felt like canceling the class again. And that's because the class was free and people are taking it for granted. You get even this one that is paid now. You can see how many people are in the class, how many people are in the group, and how many people are in alive now. Did you get? So I understand that people have activities and everything going on, but then that's really fine and all. So let's just go into what the business of today is, and let's not waste our time. I'm just trying to really buy time for some people, but it seems like the time is not buying. So basically you're welcome properly to you know animate design like a pro. So now before you animate design like a pro with Photoshop and After Effects, you must have knowledge of how to design, because you cannot go to After Effects and just be animating white space. It's not possible. And one of the goal of this no animating designs is to actually show you how to create compelling designs that are yet simple but very converting. Yeah. One of the tools I hold when I'm designing my thing is there's the factor of God there. If you see me post on my status sometimes, maybe some kind of play something, it can be content, but the fact that God God should be God should be involved in whatever you are doing. Um Miss Amina, can you just mute your mic?
You said?
Can you mute your mic, please?
Okay.
All right, thank you so much. So God should be always involved in whatever you do, and you see that even if you are designing rubbish, of course we are not doing rubbish here. So you see that that factor of God will actually bring it to single you out. You get, so that's basically it. So once again, you're welcome to no animate design like a pro with Photoshop and After Effects. So that's basically it, and I'm sure you've seen this flyer before. If you have not seen it, so you are seeing it now. Photoshop is very sweet, very well, and you can actually manipulate with Photoshop. I was telling one of my brother that came here, Sir Solomon, that with Photoshop you can manipulate, just get some elements and just fix it together and make it compelling. That's the goal. Make it compelling and make it eye catchy. So without further ado, let's just bump into the business of today. I hope you can all hear me. Can you all hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, Sir John, can you hear me? Okay, so let's bump into the business of today. So let me I thought I so I'm coming. So today we'll be doing more of the basics of design, and then so don't mind the 3 days that is here. So I'm just using this slide because I created it for one of my classes, one of my free classes then. So I did not really bother to even remove the 3 days. So that's basically it. And this is me. This is me, Creative AY. My full name is Ezekiel Ayomide, and um, I'm a brand identity designer, and I do so many things. So I can actually share you my portfolio. Let me show you my portfolio so you can see some works about me. Okay.
So I'm actually, I don't know if you are sharing your screen, but I'm actually not seeing anything from your side. Sorry to interrupt you.
Okay, that's very true. Thank you for. Okay. So let me share my screen right now. Thank you for that observation, though. I was thinking you guys already seen. I thought I already shared my screen already. Now, can you see anything?
Yeah.
Okay, okay, no problem, sir.
Yeah, I was sharing this. I thought I shared my screen already. So
Mm,
sorry about that.
not really. Maybe it's my network from here.
Thank you for the observation. So let me just show you some of my designs. Let me show you this. Let me start from the Figma. Um I just want to show you my portfolio a little bit. So let me just start from here. So I do website design, and I do brand identity design. So this logo, I created this logo and I created the brand colors and every other things that this brand is using from scratch. And this is the website in action. So let's scroll down. So if you over on it, it will be over like this. Shop now, and then you can just do some stuff. And you know, just go over it. And so this is basically a website that I did from scratch, and this is it. You know, in design, simplicity is a key. So, and there's what we call white space too in design. So, make sure your designs are, what it. So that's basically it. And you know, so that these are a few of my designs. So let's just bump into what we have come here to do. So straight to the point. Now, this is me, Ezekiel Ayomide. So I do brand identity design. I do Web3 designs, and I do motion design too. So, and I'm a very good tutor. I know how to carry people along and make sure they learn one or two things. So that's basically it. So let me show you some of my works. Okay, let's go. Let's see some of my works first. Let's see some of my works first, and I'm coming. Okay, let's see the logo design I was telling you guys about. Okay, this is loading. Okay, this is a logo design. This is a logo design for the Megmind. So when I was doing this logo, it's loading. Okay, I created the logo and then created two concepts for it. Um, this is the first concept. Okay, the brand is all about fashion brand that does fashion and then creative fashion. So I did this. I gave it a variation and then this is how it looks here, and this is the logo explanation, and this is the second logo I did. So which also has its own meaning too. So if you check, let's go down. Let me see if I fix the meaning there. Okay, this is the meaning. So everything you do in Photoshop or in design should have a meaning. You just don't, you cannot just don't jump on a design and then just do something and then somebody asks you that, okay, Alpha, what's up? What is it that you just do now? You get, and then you don't really explain it. You should have a reason for everything. So all these things will still boil down to something. I'm trying to just make you wander around so you can actually focus on something. So let's go back to the slide again. Okay, what are my clients saying about my work? So when I send them designs, they say that you're creative for a reason. What? Okay, this is very fine. I love it. Whenever you are creating a design, you should look forward after sending it to your clients. Look for that wow factor. Let them be really amazed about it, and then voila, you can easily make more money, more sales from referrals than even marketing it yourself. So once you satisfy a client, then boom, you have it. You have his heart, and then you can actually refer clients to you. So that's basically it. So on to the next is the power of design. I don't really want to bore us with some slides that are not really necessary. So design is what you see every day. The sky, the earth, the planet Earth, everything is designed, created by God, you understand? So um design is just everywhere. So let's just jump this power of design and then move to what is design. Okay, according to this slide, design is a plan of arranging elements in such a way as best to accomplish a particular purpose. Now, when you mix things together, the act of creating compelling stuff with image, with typography, with colors and backgrounds is what we call design, right? That's for graphic design, right? So let's just move forward to our class outline for today. That's we have introduction and elements of designs, principles of design, and then Q&A, right? So let's move forward. So now we are starting the class properly. Graphic design is a way of using pictures, colors, and words to make things look beautiful and communicate ideas. Graphic design is just a beautiful way. Graphic design is really sweet. You don't have to really stress. Just get pictures, get colors, get some kind of sweet stuff, your texture and all, and then compile it into one place to make it sweet. And the goal is to communicate an idea or to pass an information. Are we all following?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So okay, now back in the days, now
Yes,
you
sir.
see all this. I was telling my brother that back in the days in the Bible, in our own Bible, in the Christian Bible, so during the times of the Egyptians, I think they are the should I say one of the most creative people because they know how to create stuffs out of molds and all pyramids and all instant. They are actually very really good. So these are just some olden days of stuff that depicts design as a whole. So let's move to uses of graphic design. So we all know this already. We can use you can create logos with design. We can do posters and flyers, which is what we are going to be doing here. And creating designs is just simple. It's just the size that matters. Now, if you're creating a logo, you are still designing. If you are creating a poster or flyer, you are still designing, but just that the size differs and their purpose of use might be very different. So if you are creating a book or magazine, the size is different, you get it? So, but it's still design. It all boils down to design. If you are creating a website or an app, it is also a design, you get. So if you are doing a packaging design too, it's also a design. Just that the size, the purpose of use, and sometimes the physical outlook, how the thing is going to look like, you get. So let's move forward to elements of graphic design. So now all these elements, line, shape, color, form, and texture are what make up or made up a design as a whole. But these things are should I say overrated, or some of us don't really see them in design, but they are the basics. Now if you check this old design now, you will see that this entire box, let me do this, let me use a pen. This entire box, this box here, can you see me? Can you guys see me?
Yes, I can
No.
see what you are cycling line.
Yes, this entire box
What stuff I can
is
see.
a
Okay,
line.
okay.
It's a line in design. So that's basically it. Let's move to what they actually mean. We've all seen lines and we know what lines are. We know lines are like paths that can be straight or curvy. They help our eyes and make things look organized. So let's see an example. We know how lines look. So by let me use this marker now. Sorry, a lighter now. By our left, we see these lines, right? We see this curvy line, right? We see this dotted line, right? And we see this thick line, right? So most of our designs are from these lines. So now for by our right, look at this bird logo here. It was created with lines. It's a logo but was created with lines. So the use of lines are very important. So let's move to the next now. We have the shapes. You need all these things, you need to know them so that whenever you are being asked why you do something, you should know why you are doing it. You shouldn't just start doing something because others are doing it. There should be a reason, which is what will keep you standing and not make you, um, look like someone that is not really serious about his or her business, or you don't even know what you are doing. So whenever you ask something and then you can easily just say something about your business, your this thing, pitch an idea, you can actually do it, or you know your business very well, it makes you stand out. So shapes are like the outlines of things, and they can be round. I know we've all done shape in primary school and we don't really need to be going back and forth on shapes, so I will move forward. So this is an example. This is a basic example of how shapes looks like. You understand? So let's move to the next. Let's make it fast. Now colors. Colors. The use of colors is very important. Colors are what make pictures look lively and exciting. Colors help us feel different emotions. Like it makes you happy. Some color can make you sad. Some can make you excited, and some can help you can tell that things are falling apart. Take for instance now, I was giving an example earlier on today when I was teaching someone, and then I said, for instance, if you are creating a design for children, you should know that children designs are really playful. You should play with every color, with yellow, with red, with green. Just make it fun, make it look jovial, make it look eye-catching. And on the other hand, if you're trying to create a design for old people, or people who have really matured, you should minimize your colors to either black and white, or just two colors can be very, very useful over there. So your choice of color really matters. Let's move to the next so you can see now, and every colors have their meaning. So we have cool colors and warm colors, right? We have monochromatic color, we have complementary color, we have analogous colors. If you do your research very well, you know about it. So there are some colors that complement themselves. Now, monochromatic color, for instance, can you see this blue aspect, everybody?
Yes, sir, I can see.
Okay, how about the rest?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I can see.
Now, monochromatic color, for instance, if I want to use blue for a design, I can decide to use different shades of blue to actually make the design look very sweet. Okay, let me show you an example. Let me not be just be blabbing. So let me just window D and go to this thing. So let me go to my pictures. Let me look for a blue design. Let me use this one. There was the one I used earlier on. It should be down, 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 down. Okay, let me just see. How is it though? Okay, this is it. Now, can you all see this design?
Yes, I can see it.
Yeah, I used this design earlier on to illustrate something for someone. So if you check the design very well, you see that it's shades of blue that is there, which includes the red color for contrast, and there's some kind of balance, and which we get to in it. So colors, sometimes you can just decide to use, if you check from this side should be lighter, this side should be darker. If you check this zoom meeting icon, the blue is lighter. So I can say that I use a monochromatic sheen at first before diverting to using some kind of complementary colors afterwards. Red. Okay, so let me go to the next. So now red color can mean power, can be used for love, you understand? Yellow too can be used for bright, vibrant, energetic. Green can be used for nature too, balance, freshness. If you notice now, some brands use blue. If you check Facebook logo, it's blue, you understand? Blue can mean loyalty, peace, tranquility, and all. So you use colors intentionally in your design, not because you just feel like it. So sometimes somebody will just send design to me, I'll be like, okay, creative AI, when I check this design, I'll be like, wow, this is nice. So you expect me to to say it's not nice or something, but you have to be intentional about your design, and then your color should always be for your reason. Just especially some brands have their personal color. So if you tend to temper with their color, they will not really take your design. So you have to be really careful. Sometimes this color issue can make clients reject your work. Not that it's not fine, but just that they don't like the color. But it's hard to say, since the color is what dominates your designs, you get. So I'm sure most of us might have experienced this thing. A client, you just send the design to clients. I've experienced it before. That's why sometimes in my questionnaire, I will ask you um what color suits you, or what color goes well with you. Some will be like, I don't really have a color, but if I see black, I like black, you understand? I like this one. So sometimes your choice of color can determine if your clients will like a design or not. So let's just move on to the next. Now, forms. Now, form refers to three-dimensional objects that have depth, height, and width. Forms have volume and can occupy physical space. Let's see an example. Okay, you see, by my right here, this is the website design. You can see this object over here. Can you all see it?
Yeah, we can see.
Okay, it seems like only one person is responding.
Yes, I can see. I can see.
Okay. So by my right over here, there's this, kind of 3D stuff here. It's a form. It has depth, you know, it looks like a 3D dimensional stuff. So it's called a form. So that when next you see it in a design project, you just say this 3D thing. You say this form objects or this 3D dimensional objects. It's looking cool, you get. So the essence of these basics now, me showing you all these things is to so that when you are conversing with somebody, with your clients, you use design related terms and not, talk like a lay person when you are conversing. Your mode of conversation, some of us are really skilled, but then we don't know how to really converse professionally. Let me use that word. So, and sometimes it really matters. It really matters. So let's move to the next. Now, texture. Now, texture is how things feel or look. Let me jump. Even though we can't touch them. Okay, this is how things feel or look, even though we can't touch them. So, in on screen, not on real life now, on screen now, you will see a design that looks very rough, or that looks no. Let me show you an example. That looks as if some greens, as if the thing is not really clear, and you'll be wondering that okay, this thing is on screen. Why is it like this? Okay, those things are texture. Let's see some examples. Now, if you check this thing very, very well, you will see that. Let me zoom in so you can see. This you see that there's some dirty things around this thing. I don't know if you can see it. Like some things that look like the thing is fading or no not clean. Can you all see it?
Yes, sir, I can see it.
Okay,
Yeah, I can see it.
that's called a texture. So sometimes you add it to give your design this sense of professional look, make it really pop and all. That's basically it. So now we'll move now to the next, the principles of graphic design. The principles of graphic design. And we have balance, we have contrast, we have emphasis, we have harmony, we have movements slash reading, we have proportion, repetition, unity, and variety. You see these things, I want when next we ask you to do something or explain why some people use these things in this design, I expect you to use graphic design terms. Like I like the use of balance in this design. I like the use of contrast, how the guy laid an emphasis, how he harmonized the design, how he did the movements, the rhythm, and how he those kind of words actually means a lot. Shows that this game man. Do you get it? So that's basically it. So let's just move to the first. Now balance. Balance. Now the principle of balance is concerned with the distribution of visual elements on a page in order to achieve a pleasing and clear layout. Okay, it ensures that oh, okay, it ensures that different parts of a picture or artwork look equal and don't feel too heavy. So let me just show you an example. Now, this is an illustration of how balance looks like. So I was showing my guy earlier on today, which we started class together with. Let me stop this. I'm coming. Let me use this design back. Now, for balance, I want you guys to just let me picture something on your head with this design. Now, imagine if this picture, there are two pictures over here. Can we see it? One and two, a lady and a guy, right?
Yes.
Yeah, now imagine this lady, I'm fixing my cursor on is not on the design, and then this guy is by the right hand side. How is the design going to look like? It's going to look lopsided, as if the design wants to fall. It's not going to really match, right?
Yes, you are
Yes.
very right, sir.
So imagine I remove this lady now out of the design, and then only the guy that is left. It will look as if I don't even know, the designer don't know what he or she is doing. So that's basically it, right? So now let me ask us this question. I want us to really answer. Let us show as if like, we actually know what we are doing, and we are actually following the class. So for instance, can you all hear me?
Yeah, we
Yes,
can.
sir. Yes, sir.
For instance, I remove this lady out of the design. So now, and I what do you think I should do if I remove the lady out of the design?
Um,
You okay? Who's going first?
What do you
Okay.
say?
I I feel if you remove the lady
Yeah.
and the guy is still at the right hand side, you have to like shift him to the middle side so that it will balance or something.
Good. Wow, wow, I'm really impressed. That shows that you're following. Yes. So that's how
Yeah.
balance work. Now, thank you for that response. I love this. I'm really serious. It means a lot. So it shows that you're understanding what it. So now, next time, when next you see this design, you'll be like, okay, I love the use of balance here. Like the designer know what is actually doing. You understand? So when next, maybe for instance, I have three more pictures, I'll know how to really balance it that it will work. You get? And if I'm having one picture, I should not go and put it on one side. It will look lopsided, as if the thing is not balanced. It will not make you look like, look very unprofessional, right?
yes, sir.
Yes.
So that's basically what I was talking about. I hope we all get what I'm trying to say, right?
Yes,
Yes,
we
sir.
do.
Yeah, we can get you.
So that's basically what balance is. You can see the illustration over here. So let me just move on to the next. So now we have contrast. So what is contrast? Okay. Variety, it has been said, is the spice of life. The principle of contrast, the principle of contrast states that visual elements on a page should look distinctively different from one another. Now, contrast means using different colors, size, or shapes to make things look interesting and catch people's attention. Okay, let's see what they mean by contrast. Contrast. Okay, let's see. Okay, now this is an illustration of how contrast looks like. So now you can see there's a high contrast, this dark black and a gray, dark gray. There's a medium contrast and a medium gray. Look. Now if you check, who is that? I'm coming. Let me see. Let me add somebody. Oh wow. We need to join the class again because Google is going to end the call in the next 15 minutes. Can you all hear me?
Yeah, we can.
Okay. Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
So
definitely.
I will send another link to the group now. Just join immediately.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, they've
Like,
shown me a
even
message.
showed me notification yet too.
Okay.
Yeah, so let me just please just have one. I'll just create another link and send it now. I'm coming. Let me just stop. Let me end the call. Just be online. I'll send it on the group on WhatsApp now, so you can all join back. Okay. Oh God. káì kíní yìí fún kò wúdù mi gan. Create ó dà pé èyí yẹn wọn ò gbọ́ nǹkan tí mo sọ dáadáa. Wọn ò tí ì fi èyí yẹn.